Good morning, students. As we are discussing about the retirement and death of the partner, in which for this year's syllabus, death is now excluded from your syllabus. Retirement we are studying, we have already discussed, we have already calculated the gaining ratio, accounting treatment of goodwill, and accounting treatment of the several other items such as workmen compensation reserve, reserves, investment fluctuation reserves. All these you are very much aware about it, how to rectify, how to correct it, and how to pass the journal entry, as you have already done in the admissions. Now one question I am going to take, the question number 24, page number 4.124 of the DK Goyal book. Now see, question number 24, the balance sheet of A, B and C, who are sharing profits in proportion to 2:1:1, stood as follows as at 31st March 2016. The balance sheet is given: creditors 84,000, reserves 26,000, capital account of A, B and C 3 lakhs, 2 lakhs, 2 lakhs, and profit for the year 15 and 16, mean from 1st April to 31st March 16 it's given 40,000. Cash at bank 35,000, debtors 1,80,000, stock 2,15,000, and fixed assets 4,20,000. Now the further information have been given. The above balance sheet is wrong, since C has retired with effect from 1st January 2016, mean 3 months prior to closing date he retired, and at that time the retirement entries or retirement process have not been completed, and the balance sheet is presented on 31st March 2016, and the profit earned during that year is still undistributed, which is lying in the balance sheet. No adjustment have been made in the books of retirement. That is said, you are required to make them and redraft the balance sheet. The goodwill of the firm was valued rupees 72,000. Now, what to do in this case? There is no revaluation at all. So first of all, we will prepare the partner's capital account, and then after balance sheet, after the some adjustments. Now see question number 24, partner's capital account. What was the position on 1st January and then 31st March? Partner's capital account, as you have been given the information, the balance sheet is given for 31st March 2016. Particulars. Now first put all the information in the partners capital account as related to the partners. By balance brought down, 3 lakhs, 2 lakhs, 2 lakhs. The reserves, this should be divided between the partners, that is in between A, B and C respectively, 2:1:1. By reserves, again I am repeating, this balance sheet is being given in your book on 31st March 16, whereas the C was retired on 1st January. Now see, reserves should be divided 26,000, 2:1:1, that is 13,000, 6,500 and 6,500. Goodwill is given 72,000. So the goodwill should be adjusted of the retiring partner. See the working note. Adjustment of goodwill. $72,000. C's share 1/4. That is 72,000 into 1/4. 18,000. This 18,000 will be shared by A and B. In which ratio? The new ratio have not been given. Then A, B, C, old ratio is 2:1:1. So as C gone, now balance remaining 2:1. This is the new ratio and this is the sacrifice gaining ratio also. So they will share this A's. This is goodwill. A 18,000 into 2/3, 12,000, and B 18,000, 1/3, 6,000. The entry will pass A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit to C's capital account. By A's capital, by B's capital account. 12,000, 6,000. To C's capital account. $12,000 and 6,000. Now one thing, as the profit loss have been given in that one, profit loss given for 15 and 16, 40,000. As he retired on 1st January, then he has a right to share the profit in his ratio for 9 months only, and the profit is given for 12 months. So the profit up to 1st April 2015 to 1st January 2016, that is for 9 months, and profit is given for 12 months. 40,000 into 9/12, 30,000. It will be shared by all partners, and remaining 10,000, this will be shared by remaining partners. But how it will be distributed? Now see it. First, distribute 30,000 rupees by profit loss account. This 30,000 rupees in 2:1:1. This is 15,000, 7,500 and 7,500. Now first of all total, because the C must get only this one. This much figure C have to get. C have to receive. C was it? 12,000, 6,000. I have written wrong. Now that should be in the C's capital. 12,000, 6,000. Now total it. Find the balance of capital of all partners first of all. to balance carried down. This is 3,16,000. This is 2,08,000, and this is 2,32,000. The partner's capital is extended further. Now, on 1st January, at the date of retirement of C, the balance of C's capital is 2,32,000, which were kept by the firm up to 31st March, mean even after retirement. From the date of retirement to closing date, 3 months that was utilized by the firm. The capital was not paid. So there is a provision in Indian Partnership Act 1932, section 37, which provides, and this provision is the retiring partner is entitled to get interest at the rate of 6% per annum on the balance of capital as loan, or if his capital have not been returned, then he is entitled to share in the profit earned after the retirement by utilizing his capital on the basis of the proportionate capital, because there is no profit sharing ratio of the retiring partner. Proportionate capital. So these two options are there. Two options. First option is interest on capital at the rate of 6% per annum. Share in profit, second option. On the basis of proportionate capital. Whichever is greater. Whichever is greater. Now see, what is the profit earned after retirement? That we have already calculated. Total 40,000 was earned throughout the 12 months up to 31st March 16, where however he was retired on 1st January. Then profit up to 1st January was shared by them, including retiring partner. 30,000 rupees will be been divided. Now 10,000 excess profit earned after the retirement by utilizing his capital. In that 10,000 he will share on the basis of the proportionate capital. Now the total capital of the firm and his proportion in it. Total capital of the firm is 3,16,000, 2,08,000 and 2,32,000. If we add all these things, I'm orally adding it. This is 4,40,000 plus 3,07,56,000. Of the 7,56,000 capital, the C's capital is 2,32,000. So either he will get the interest on 2,32,000 at the rate of 6% per annum for 3 months, or he will get share in profit 7,56,000 into 10,000. In this 10,000 he will share, whichever is greater. Now see, 2, 2. calculate it. 3,480 and this one profit 3,069 almost approx. These two are there. Now whichever is greater, this interest on capital is greater. 3,480. Now this amount he will opt. The first option he will opt to take. अगर ये ज़्यादा होता, then she will opt this much figure. Now 3,400 should be given to him. First of all, brought it by balance brought down 3,16,000, 2,08,000 and 2,32,000. By interest 3,480 and the balance remaining with half the 10,000, 3,480 is reduced now. The balance remain 6,520. This will be shared by A and B in their profit sharing ratio, that is 2:1. By profit 6,520 in 2:1. 6,520 in 2:1. 3 2 are 6. 3 21. 3 3 are 9. That is 4,347. 4,347 and 2,173. This profit they will share. Now find the final balance of the capital, and the C's capital balance will transfer to the loan account. Is loan account. Set 2,35,480 371,012 2,10,173 3,20,347. Two C's loan account. This is the balance. to balance carried down. Now prepare the balance sheet. On 31st March, redraft the balance sheet. Assets, liabilities, creditors 84,000, seize loan account because reserve have been distributed. Seize loan account 2,35,480. Capital accounts A and B 320, 347 and 210173. $5,30,520. Now the asset side, cash at bank 35,000. Debtors 1,80,000. There is no change in assets. Stock 2,15,000. And the fixed assets 4,20,000. Total is 8,50,000. 8,50,000. This is the way of solving it, applying section 37. Now hope you all have understood it. Now next question we will take in the next class. Have a good day. Thank you.